All right, so it looks like everyone's getting that side hustle itch again. And this time we've got a whole mountain of Reddit posts straight from Rith's Side Hustle.
Yeah.
We're talking wins, struggles, and even some stuff that'll make you scratch your head and say, wait a minute, really?
Hmm.
So we're going deep into this Reddit rabbit hole to see what gems we can unearth.
Yeah.
And lucky for us, we've got an expert here to make sense of it all.
Well, it's a fascinating landscape. You've
Yeah,
got
yeah.
over 100,000 members in this community, and it's a real mix,
Oh, yeah.
You've got seasoned pros, you've got newbies just dipping their toes in, and everyone's sharing their wins, their struggles, and some pretty wild ideas.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of wins, one user actually broke down all the sites that paid them just last month, November 2024.
Oh, wow.
They were making money from everywhere.
It really illustrates the sheer variety of ways to generate income online these days.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they even flipped a website on Flippa.
Oh, wow.
That's a site where you can buy and sell online businesses.
real.
Kind of like a digital real estate market.
Wow.
And they also mentioned earning money through Medium's partner program.
So if you've got a knack for writing and you can, put together some engaging content, you can actually get paid for it.
That's right.
But, okay, let's talk about this VGC UBE thing.
Okay.
This sounds like a way to make money while you sleep.
Well, it definitely taps into that growing trend of passive income,
Yeah.
and in a pretty innovative way.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, it lets you turn your computer's downtime into a money-making machine.
What?
Yeah, you're basically contributing your unused processing power
Really?
to a network that helps run complex calculations, think AI and scientific research, and you're getting paid for it.
So instead of my computer just sitting there doing nothing, it could be earning me some side cash.
Exactly. They call it decentralized computing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, but speaking of AI, it seems like it's everywhere these days.
It really is.
We even found a user who created a Chrome extension called Prompter,
Oh, yeah.
and it uses AI to help people be more efficient.
And what's really interesting is they saw a need in the market.
Yeah.
People were struggling to interact with all these new AI platforms effectively, and they built a solution using AI itself.
Whoa.
So it's AI helping us navigate the world of AI.
Very meta. And then there's this user who built a whole AI-powered system that transforms research papers into social media posts.
Oh, wow.
That's some next-level automation right there.
Think about the potential for academics, researchers, businesses even,
Yeah.
to automatically create engaging content from multiple platforms.
Mhm.
It could save them a ton of time and effort.
Yeah, it's almost like having a whole marketing team working for you 24/7.
Absolutely.
Okay, but of course not every money-making idea is created equal. We came across this post about something called counter gambling on social casinos.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I'd never even heard of that before.
It's definitely an intriguing one.
Yeah.
They're essentially exploiting these sweepstakes loopholes that exist on certain social casino platforms to gain an advantage. However, the user also expressed some ethical concerns about this approach.
Yeah. That's something we need to keep in mind throughout this whole side hustle exploration. Just because you can figure out a way to make money doesn't necessarily mean it's the right thing to do.
Absolutely. It's important to consider the ethical implications of any side hustle you're considering.
Mm-hmm. But let's shift gears a bit and talk about marketing and growth strategies.
Okay.
We saw a few posts that really highlight the power of listening to your target audience.
Oh, for sure.
Like that user who completely revamped their business based on feedback they got on Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
They realized their initial idea wasn't really resonating,
Right.
and they were smart enough to take the community's advice and pivot their approach.
It's a great reminder that you're not building a business in a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
Getting feedback, even if it's tough to hear, can be incredibly valuable.
Absolutely. And then we saw that post where the creator of the AI-powered research paper tool was actually using Reddit to find potential sales partners.
That's brilliant.
That's a brilliant way to leverage the community.
Yeah.
It shows that Reddit isn't just a place for ideas, it's a powerful platform for networking and collaboration.
Exactly. You can connect with like-minded individuals, find mentors, and even build partnerships to help scale your side hustle.
And speaking of needing help, we also saw a ton of posts from users who are either seeking advice or offering their skills.
That's true.
It's a testament to the supportive nature of this community. People are genuinely trying to help each other out. We saw everything from a single parent looking for flexible side hustle options to an IT engineer who wants to make some extra cash without a ton of effort.
Yeah, there was even a copywriter wanting to figure out how to monetize their blog and someone offering their proofreading and editing skills.
It really is a microcosm of the gig economy all in one place.
It is.
It makes you realize just how many different needs and skill sets exist out there. But amidst all these inspiring stories and helpful posts, we did come across a few that raised some red flags.
Unfortunately, like any online community, there are always going to be people trying to take advantage of others.
Yeah.
We saw a post promoting things that seemed, well, let's just say, ethically questionable.
Yeah, we saw a few posts that were borderline and some that crossed the line completely. Things we won't even mention here because, frankly, they were pretty disturbing.
Right.
It's a good reminder to be cautious and do your research before jumping into any opportunity.
Absolutely. It's important to be aware of scams and to prioritize ethical practices above all else.
So as we move forward with our deep dive, let's keep in mind that while the side hustle world is full of possibilities, it also requires a healthy dose of discernment and critical thinking.
Right. And I think it's also important to remember that not all side hustles are created equal.
Oh, yeah.
Some require a lot of time and effort, while others can be more passive. Some are incredibly innovative, while others are more traditional. The key is to find something that aligns with your skills, your interests, and your values.
And of course, remember that success doesn't happen overnight. Building a sustainable and fulfilling side hustle takes time, dedication, and a willingness to learn and adapt along the way.
Well said. And with that in mind, let's continue our exploration and see what other insights we can uncover from this treasure trove of Reddit posts.
I'm excited. Let's do it.
You know, it's amazing as we go through these posts,
Yeah.
just how much valuable information is shared in this community.
Yeah, it's like having access to a massive network of mentors and advisors, all sharing their experiences and insights for free.
Exactly. We see users asking all sorts of questions like, how do I get started with dropshipping? What are the best AI tools for content creation?
Yeah, and what's fascinating is the willingness of other users to jump in and offer help.
It's true.
They're sharing specific strategies, recommending resources, even offering words of encouragement.
Absolutely.
It's like a giant support group for side hustlers.
There's a real sense of camaraderie here. People understand the challenges of building something on the side, and they're eager to help others succeed.
It's a refreshing change from the cutthroat competition you often see in the business world.
It really is.
But let's talk about this post from a user who was specifically looking for advice on how to use AI for a side hustle.
Okay.
They seemed a bit overwhelmed by all the possibilities.
Understandably, AI is moving so fast these days.
Yeah, it's like drinking from a fire hose.
Right.
New tools and platforms are emerging every day. It can be hard to keep up.
That's where the collective wisdom of this community can be so valuable.
Right. Instead of getting bogged down in all the technical jargon and trying to figure it all out on your own, you can tap into the experience of others who are already using AI to make money.
Exactly. You can learn what works, what doesn't, and get a sense of the potential pitfalls to avoid.
Right. It's like having a shortcut to AI mastery. Oh, and speaking of shortcuts, there was this post where someone was offering to design websites for $1. $1. I guess some people just love a good challenge.
That's amazing. It's amazing to see that kind of hustle and willingness to help others.
Yeah.
But it also highlights an important point about the side hustle world. It's not always about making a fortune.
Right.
Sometimes it's about building your portfolio, gaining experience, and establishing a reputation.
Right. It's about building that street cred.
Yeah.
And we also saw users offering all sorts of other services, proofreading, data entry, virtual assistant work, you name it.
That's true.
It's a reminder that there's a market for pretty much any skill you can think of.
It's about finding your niche, the thing you're good at and that you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And then figuring out how to package it as a service that people are willing to pay for.
Absolutely. And remember that post from the user who was promoting their blog, Referral World News?
Oh, yeah.
They've clearly figured out how to leverage their knowledge of referrals and side hustles to build a platform and an audience.
It's a great example of how building a personal brand online can open up new opportunities. You can become known as an expert in your field, attract clients, and even generate passive income through things like affiliate marketing or online courses.
Exactly. And speaking of online courses, we also saw a few posts from people who are selling courses.
Oh, yeah.
On everything from social media marketing to coding.
It's another way to monetize your expertise and reach a wider audience.
Okay, so we've seen a lot of inspiring examples of people using their skills and creativity to make money on the side.
Yes.
But let's be real for a second, not all side hustles are created equal, right?
True.
We saw some posts that made us wonder if some people are pushing the boundaries of what's ethical or even legal.
It's true. The allure of quick money can be tempting, and unfortunately, there are always going to be people trying to exploit others.
Right.
We saw posts about multi-level marketing schemes, get-rich-quick schemes, and even outright scams.
Right, like that post where someone was offering to make you rich by recruiting people to join a Discord server.
Oh, yeah.
That screamed pyramid scheme to me.
It's important to be aware of these red flags.
Yeah.
If an opportunity sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Right.
Do your research, read reviews, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, if someone is pressuring you to make a quick decision or invest money, you can't afford to lose. That's a huge red flag.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So along with all the hustle and creativity we need to bring a healthy dose of skepticism to the side hustle world.
Absolutely. Don't let your excitement cloud your judgment.
Right.
Always prioritize ethical practices and protect yourself from scams.
Yeah.
And I think it's also important to remember that success in the side hustle world doesn't happen overnight.
Oh, no.
We saw posts from people who were struggling to make ends meet even with multiple jobs and side gigs.
Yeah.
It can be a tough grind,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're juggling a full-time job and family responsibilities
Yeah.
on top of trying to build a side hustle.
Right. And the reality is not every side hustle is going to be a runaway success.
It's important to have realistic expectations.
Yeah.
There will be setbacks and challenges along the way.
Of course.
The key is to be persistent, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep adapting your approach.
And I think it's also important to remember that the journey itself can be incredibly rewarding.
Yeah.
Even if you don't achieve overnight success,
Right.
you're learning new skills, building your confidence, and creating something of your own.
Absolutely.
It's about the process as much as the outcome.
Well said. And, as we've been talking about all these different side hustles, it's become clear that technology is playing an increasingly important role.
Oh, yeah.
From AI-powered tools to online platforms that connect freelancers with clients,
Mm-hmm.
technology is making it easier than ever to start and scale a side hustle.
Right. Think about all the tools we've discussed. Platforms for selling digital products, websites for finding freelance gigs, apps for managing your finances.
Yeah.
It's incredible how much technology is at our fingertips.
And this trend is only going to accelerate as AI becomes more sophisticated.
Right.
We're going to see even more innovative ways to automate tasks, generate income, and build businesses.
It's exciting to think about the possibilities,
It is.
but it also raises some questions about the future of work
Yes.
and the skills that will be most valuable in the years to come.
Absolutely. As automation takes over more routine tasks,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be crucial to develop skills that are uniquely human.
Things like creativity, problem solving, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence.
Exactly.
So while it's important to stay up to date on the latest technology and tools,
Yeah.
it's equally important to invest in developing those uniquely human skills that will set you apart in the future.
I couldn't agree more. And, as we delve deeper into this rabbit hole of Reddit posts, I'm struck by the sheer diversity of the side hustle landscape.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen everything from traditional services like writing and editing
Right?
to cutting-edge ventures involving AI and blockchain technology.
It's a reminder that there's truly a side hustle out there for everyone.
I think so.
The key is to find something that aligns with your interests, your skills, and your values.
And to remember that building a successful side hustle is a journey, not a destination.
Yeah.
It's about experimenting, learning, adapting, and most importantly, enjoying the process. It's really striking,
What's that?
As we've been going through these posts, it's clear that the side hustle world,
Yeah.
it's about so much more than just making extra cash.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's about taking control of your time, pursuing your passions,
Right.
building something you're proud of.
It's like this entrepreneurial spirit has been unleashed,
Yeah.
and people are finding all sorts of creative ways to turn their skills and interests into income.
Totally. And we saw that post where someone was talking about buying 5 million YouTube views.
Oh, yeah?
Clearly, they're serious about building their online presence,
Mhm.
reaching a wider audience.
Absolutely, and that's what's so cool about the internet these days.
Yeah.
It's leveled the playing field.
Yeah.
You don't need a ton of money or connections to get started. With a bit of hustle and know-how, You can build a platform, share your ideas with the world, and potentially even make a living from it.
It's like the Wild West of entrepreneurship out there.
It is.
And the possibilities are endless. And we saw people offering
Oh, yeah.
everything from copywriting and virtual assistant services to more niche things like role-playing.
Really?
For kids learning English.
Wow.
It makes you realize there's truly a market for everything.
It does.
But one thing that really stood out to me was the sense of community.
Oh, yeah.
Within the side hustle,
Absolutely.
people were constantly asking for advice, sharing tips, even collaborating on projects.
It's like they've created this whole support system for each other. Celebrating wins, offering encouragement during tough times, and sharing valuable knowledge.
It's a reminder that you don't have to go it alone on this journey.
You don't.
There are people out there who understand the struggles and are happy to help.
Absolutely. And that kind of support can be invaluable.
Oh, for sure.
Especially when you're first starting out or facing a particularly challenging obstacle.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of the side hustle, what's the one key takeaway you want to leave our listener with?
I think it's this. The side hustle landscape is vast, diverse, and constantly evolving.
Yeah.
But at its core, it's about empowerment. It's about taking ownership of your future.
Yeah.
Pursuing your passions and creating a life that aligns with your values.
Absolutely.
And the beauty of it is there's no one-size-fits-all approach. You can find a side hustle that fits your unique skills, interests, and lifestyle.
Exactly. So to our listener, I say this. What unique skills or knowledge do you possess that could be transformed into a fulfilling and profitable side hustle?
Right.
The possibilities are truly endless.
They are.
And remember, the side hustle community is there to support you every step of the way.